Hello everyone, this is my new video because I thought it was very interesting to show you how to extrapolate a table from the internet and then put in a new CSV file to manipulate and work on it. So to do this thing is very easy and straightforward, especially if you know the right function and commands to use. So I'm going to use R and a table found on the internet. As you see, this is the article we are going to scrap, and I'll show you how. So this is the article, and you'll see that you can find the table of your interest. Let's say, for example, this one here. And now we are going to extrapolate this table and in a way that we can work on this number all in one go all together. So first thing, I thought to this is the article from the internet, and this is the PDF. So initially I thought that I wanted to extrapolate the PDF. Then I found a way that if you search on this particular article, for example, for the table, you have the chance to find HTML format, which is like this format here, and then we use the address and put it in R. So in R you have the chance for extrapolate this table. You need to load this library, and that will be all useful. So Control Enter, you have tidyverse, rvest, which is the one library for reading HTML file in R, and the stringer to work on the strings and assess them properly as the way you want it. And then these other two libraries, in case we need it, we're going through them later on. HTML format of the table, as I showed you before, this one here. This is the PDF format, and this is the HTML format of the table. So what we are going to do is, first thing, assign a URL to this page, and then assign another name for reading the HTML URL. So I've called it table review, and then extrapolate the nodes. Okay. In this case, as I want the entire table, so the whole table here, my nodes will be just a table. If I want to see to extrapolate different nodes, I'm going to this View tab, and then Developer, and then View Source. And here you have all the nodes that you want. In this case, it's different from other case. We just have a table in the HTML page. So the source for the entire table, which is already settled as a table, will be just table. But if I want different part of this table, I may want to select just div, or just add, or combination of them. So you may want to go deeper on these things if you are interested in find different waves. In this case, we're just going to scrap this table, and I'll show you how. So we use the node table, and then set the table as a HTML table and as a header true, and we are going to use this command to extrapolate the table. Going to run this command, and as you see, now we have the table, which is this one here. And this is the table we have extracted from the HTML, but it's not what we want. As you see, there are a few columns, and there is a repetition of the columns. The first three columns repeat themselves. So the first one is just few information, the second a little bit more, and the third the information that we need. So in this case, we are going to do a little check of the table and see what are the names of the columns. And as you see, we have 3 empty names, column names, and the rest of the with assign specification of the columns. And in this case, you have the last. Then we are going to see what is the structure of the table. And as you see, the structure of the table show you that there are 42 rows and 7 columns, as it has been identified by the names. And then we want just one column with the description of the model predictors, and then the other 3 columns, the other 4 columns, the main model, and the other 3 secondary models used to identify confounding and interaction factors. So to do this, we take the table within its columns are all of our interest. So we just need the third one, because as initially, the first 3 columns just repeat themselves information about the model predictors. So the third one will be the complete one, which includes all the predictors. So we're going to use just the third one, and we call it model predictors. Then the fourth, so the last 4 columns are the result of our different models. So we are going to take just these columns, exclude the first 2, assign them with names, and then, as you see, just for example, if we take the column total, which is our first model, in this column it's included some text as an explanation of the bit underneath of the explanation, and we don't need it. So we're just going to extrapolate the text and assign to nothing, just eliminate it. For all the 4 columns with the model's result. And as you see, if I do again, now it has changed the shape, because it's not anymore in a table format, but it doesn't matter, because when we rebuild, the model is going to take its shape again. So, and there is no more any form of text inside. Instead, we have an empty line. We have done this for all the remaining columns, and then C-binded, column-binded this column within each other to have a final table. And this is our assigned name as a model results. And this is our table now, which is quite perfectly readable. Just we need to fix the column names. But now we have one column description and the 4 models with empty lines in the part where we had description and it was not quite very readable. So at this point, what we missed to do is very just assign the names, column names, which in this case I have chosen model description, total, and not requiring supplemental oxygen and requiring supplemental oxygen. So assign the name and just have a quick look of the head of the table, which is what we wanted, and then finally write. I have done this with a text file, which I'm not going to run it now because you may don't need it. We're just going to write a CSV file and then assign it and read it. I have, this is a warning message because I have excluded the first column, which was ID column, and we don't need it. And then we're just going to see how it looks on a CSV file, which is this, and this is what we wanted. And as you see, you have here in your, you need to assign obviously the directory, but then you have your model result in a CSV file, and if you want you can import it by yourself, and it's here. So all is done. More information will be included in the comment. Bye now.